The decks are now clear for an ordinance allowing Jallikattu with presidential assent expected soon. But protests continue unabated at Marina for the 5th consecutive day. Meanwhile, top DMK leaders M.K. Stalin and Kanimari are on a day-long hunger strike today. DMK has been demanding a permanent solution to the problem, which will ensure conducting of Jallikattu without any hindrance. Meanwhile, Prime Minister Narendra Modi also tweeted to say that all efforts are being made to fulfill the cultural aspirations of the Tamil people. He also added that the central government is also fully committed to the progress of Tamil Nadu. And our team of correspondents have been tracking this story very closely on the ground. Akshay Nath and Akshita Nandagopal now join us live from Marina. And Revati, in fact, is joining us from Madurai. Akshay, what does it look like? Are the protesters saying that they do not believe in the central government's intervention assurances, which is why they don't want to let go of this team?
I've seen that people are still not satisfied with what is going on. They're saying that the ordinance is only a temporary solution, but they're looking for a permanent solution. I also have with me a gentleman who's been protesting here for the last 5 days. So what is the feeling that is going on here? How long are you people planning to protest? And what is your view on the ordinance?
Okay, if you see the last 4 days we have been protesting very severely, and especially there is no political involvement in this. It's purely a student movement and there is a cause for it. What we are trying to say is the ordinance is always a permanent solution. It's not a permanent solution, right? We need an act to be passed for the
How long are you planning to continue your protest?
It's an indefinite strike.
So you need an act to be there, and till then it's an indefinite strike. But isn't there the kind of putting a lot of undue pressure on the central and state?
It is not about the undue pressure, but we have a noble cause behind it. That's the bigger picture we need to look at.
But they're always talking about cruelty towards animal also that is involved here.
There is no cruelty to animal. I think that's a very wrong misconception the media has created or the people have understood incorrectly. See, farmer or a cow in a family is more than a member in a family, right? So that's it.
Emotions are like a bull is more like a family member for them. And now they're saying that a lot of misconceptions saying that a bull is being cruelly treated is something that should not be there. And unless and until an act is passed, they're not going to move out of here. A proper permanent solution is what the protesters want. They're saying that the cat and mouse game that the state and the centre have been playing with them should not continue anymore.
So Ravita, Revati, as far as Madurai is concerned, in a way the heart of Jallikattu in Tamil Nadu, what is the plan of action going to be like? Are people also still keeping the political parties and the politicians away from these protests?
Yes, Smita, they are. And remember, Madurai is about 450 kilometers from the capital of Tamil Nadu, Chennai. But the demands, the plan of action, none of it is even slightly different from that of people in Chennai. You can see right behind me protesters. This is the Periyar bus stand in Madurai, and you can see men, women, children, all of them gathered here. But unlike in Chennai, in Madurai, the crowd is scattered. It is across the city. You can see small gatherings like these in different places across the city, and this continues in spite of the central government clearing the ordinance that was given by the state government. Let me also get your voices from the locals. The central government has cleared the ordinance given by the state government. Are you continuing your protest now? Why is that? எதுக்கு போராட்டத்தை கண்டினியூ பண்ண போறீங்க?
எங்களுக்கு நிரந்தர சட்டம் வரணும். நிரந்தர சட்டம் கவர்னர் கையெழுத்து போட்டு அந்த பேப்பர் காப்பி வந்தா தான் இந்த போராட்டத்தை நாங்க கைவிடுவோம். இந்த பீட்டா அமைப்பை நிரந்தரமா தடை செய்து பீட்டா அமைப்பை இந்தியா விட்டு வெளியேற்றணும். சரிங்களா? அப்படி வெளியேற்றாவிட்டால் இந்த போராட்டம் தொடர்ந்துகிட்டே இருக்கு. இந்த போராட்டத்துக்கு யூனிவர்சிட்டில இருந்து ஆதரவு தெரிவிச்சிருக்காங்க. அனைத்து பொதுமக்களும் ஆதரவு தெரிவிச்சிருக்காங்க.
All right. So Smita, you heard that permanent solution, that those two words are very common, whether be it Chennai or Madurai or Coimbatore, across Tamil Nadu. Those are the two words the locals are saying out in chorus across the state, that they do not want promises or an ordinance or meetings of the Prime Minister and the Chief Minister. It's about the governor promulgating the ordinance and telling the locals, telling the people of Tamil Nadu that go ahead, now you can conduct Jallikattu.
There does seem to be that trust deficit that still exists very heavily on the ground. But Akshita, explain something. You understand Tamil Nadu, you understand. How come women are joining in such large numbers? Normally, the perception would be that women stay away from sports that are considered violent, and women don't even participate themselves in Jallikattu. What are women coming out in support and saying to you?
Well, essentially, Smita, the heart of this protest is all about Tamil pride, and that's what we've been speaking about, the fact of preserving their culture, preserving their tradition, which is why we see so many women and even little children. Look at them, they brought their families with them to this kind of a protest to send out a message, and largely it has been peaceful, so it is also very, very safe for women. I've also got actor Ari with me. He's been a volunteer here, also, of course, very actively part of this Jallikattu movement.
Actor Ari, this is only Ari, because we are Tamilian here.
So he's Tamilian Ari right now. An ordinance now the centre has okayed. Are you happy with the development?
So we are happy with the development. We are just waiting for the governor to release a press release. We are waiting for the press release what the government stand is going to take against our protest. We are waiting for it. After that only we have to take our stand.
Okay. So what is your fear now? Now that an ordinance was passed, we're seeing quite a bit of celebration also around because there is some hope in the air now. But are you worried that this could be some temporary respite?
No, we believe that the government ordinance will be a permanent one. Our Prime Minister is very much clean about saving our tradition and respecting our culture. Even he tweeted about that. We are having full hopes about the ordinance will be a permanent solution. All the judicial aspects will be according to the government policy decision. The court also will the perfect verdict. We are very positive. Even the entire India will have all the traditional values. Once again, they will celebrate everything as it was before independence. So many thousands of years, our people from all the states, including Maharashtra, Uttar Pradesh, it became a national issue to protect the traditional values and the rights of the people. It is going to be a very marvelous ordinance for the entire history of Constitution. We will be very happy. We are waiting just to see that. Even if it is a temporary, today also it can be changed.
Yes.
It should be a
just one word I want to get with you. Has the state government reached out to you in any way? Do you have any details about this ordinance so far?
So many news is coming. So many people saying it's a rumor. Anyway, we are just waiting for a governor because that's a procedure. So we are waiting for that. Hopefully afternoon, because governor has arrived in Tamil Nadu in the afternoon. We are waiting for it. Whatever the government has to take its stand, we don't know. But our stand is very clear from the day one because it is not only our Tamilian issue. It's an Indian issue. People may thinking it is a Tamil tradition. In Maharashtra having a tradition, in Maharashtra having the same problem they are facing. Because our country cow has to be saved.
Okay.
Because they are pet animals.
Yes.
They're not a wild animal.
So that development, Smita, of the governor coming down at 4 p.m. is something that they're also keenly watching here because they believe that will really give them clarity about this particular ordinance and the details as to whether, it's a temporary ordinance, whether it's some sort of an eyewash or whether it actually can provide relief and will mean that Jallikattu will be allowed in Tamil Nadu and there won't be any hurdles really.
Akshita giving in that piece of information about the governor's slated visit at 4 o'clock. Ashish Pandey also joins us from Kottayam. Ashish, what does the plan look like? Is this now going to be simply about Jallikattu, or because these are people who have come in on their own, they think that there are larger issues in their future that they can similarly agitate about?
Yes, Smita, like you mentioned, people are not only agitating on Jallikattu. They feel somehow the crowd, the youth, we spoke. They feel that they were somehow denied the water, Kaveri water. So Kaveri is also an important issue, and that's why we saw banners and posters relating that Kaveri issue also. Apart from this, that various other issues are also in youth's mind. Definitely, it's a more like a political thing where youth have felt that the political class failed to understand their sentiment. Right now we are at a protest venue. Right behind me you can see the DMK working president MK Stalin, apart from various other MPs and MLAs of DMK. They are holding a one-day hunger strike here in Chennai, and they are yesterday also we saw how opposition leaders including M.K. Stalin stopping trains. They were protesting on roads, protesting on various stations. We saw Kanimori protesting. She himself led a protest at a particular railway station. So definitely, opposition is also building their pressure on the ruling party, AIDMK,
Right.
the Chief Minister O. Pannirselvam, and it's very important after demise of former Chief Minister J. Jayalalitha. This is the big challenge and the massive challenge we can say in front of the current ruling government,
Okay.
AIDMK, and its Chief Minister O. Pannirselvam. Right now, the mood of Chennai is all are eagerly waiting for the arrival of a governor who is himself right now present in Visakhapatnam. He'll be landing at around 4 p.m. and
Okay.
after that, probably by evening, we can hear good news, official news from the government.
Okay, the
Smita.
spirit though still remains very, very feisty as far as these Jallikattu supporters are concerned, but we can only hope that this kind of a peaceful agitation is not channelized into violent action against PETA activists. All of you, Revati, Akshaya, Akshita as well as Ashish, many thanks for getting us all those ground updates. It's time for a quick break now. Lots more lined up for you.